Hello everybody. Thank you for possibility to introduce how to make a business in the dark web. Do you know what is dark web? Okay, perfect. So I will introduce a little bit how is it working with the dark web. My name is Roman Cupka from Flowmon Networks company. We can start. So did you hear about the Maersk, the big logistic company that was attacked by NotPetya ransomware, and it hit $378 million because of this attack. So Maersk said that the security solution they are using, the ordinary security solution, wasn't able to match and let's say provide the safety of them because of this kind of the sophisticated ransomware. NotPetya was a ransomware which came after the WannaCry ransomware, actually. We have a crimeware as a service. Crimeware as a service, it's very famous, let's say, thing, using by the people which are not so efficient or doesn't have a lot of technical knowledges, and you can buy the attack very easily for, let's say, few of dollars. You can buy ransomwares, you can buy applications attacks, you can buy DDoS attacks for few bitcoins, means hundreds of dollars, which is very interesting, because if someone wants to provide any kind of the security attack, it's very cheap yet available. Where does the most cyber attacks come from? As I said, it's from another part of the web than we are using ordinary in a home, in a work. Only 4% of our activities in the internet, it's, let's say, using the ordinary www internet space, like a Google, searching, whatever. We have a deep web, which is more complicated. We have a dark web. The dark web is, let's say, able to use because of the onion routers, which is the communication between the servers and the clients. Everything is about the anonymization. This kind of the Tors are able to download. It's able to download from an ordinary web and use it. This kind of the dark web is a place for many illegal activities. Where you can buy and sell drugs, weapons, cyber attacks, everything, livers, whatever. The deep web is simply of the content of the databases and other web services. So deep web contains all the links to the dark web. Deep web is the using mainly for the academics, researchers, whatever, because it's the more safety part of the internet, of the web. And dark web is the using by hackers or security agencies like NSA, FBI, and similar organizations. So if you are able to use dark web, you are able to use the deep web, and from the one side is the more safety than the ordinary web, but it's also the more dangerous because it's if you are using the dark web, you need to be careful how you use it. The anonymization is very important in this part of the webs because it's a dangerous part of the internet. So as I said, the anonymization is a key. So if you want to use the dark web for everything, anything, you need to install the software, the Tor onion router, and the search engine, the browser, which is the part of this software. This is the first part of the anonymization, and you can use it. You can use it in the home, in the workplace, wherever. And you can, let's say, use this kind of the dark, deep website. Be more safety. So you can use the VPN, the special VPN services, which help you together with the Tonian routers be so anonymized as you can be, and probably it will be very difficult to find a way how to, let's say, how to be for any kind of the security agencies to be found for them. But marketplaces in the dark web and the deep web was very famous for and are very famous for cryptocurrencies like Bitcoins, mostly Bitcoins. So Taki, which is the father of the Bitcoins, said that the Bitcoins became very famous because of dark web. The dark web is the place where you have a lot of marketplaces, and you can't buy the socks, for example, or something similar. You can buy the dangerous things like drugs, weapons, security, or cyber attacks, whatever. So you can pay by cryptocurrencies because it is about the security, how to use the dark web, and the pay for services. And that's the also reason that the cryptocurrencies are so famous because of dark or deep web space. And you know that Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies are very famous in these days. You can trade it, for example. You can mine it. How many of you mine the cryptocurrencies? Okay, using it, whatever. Did you hear about the Fed Ball ransomware? Do you know what is the interesting about the Fed Ball ransomware? The Fed Ball ransomware is the service you can purchase, pay for it, and the payment for this kind of the service depends on the location you are using the service, using the Big Mac index. So if you are, let's say, using this kind of the purchase in Germany, it will be more expensive than you are using the purchase in Romania, for example, which is good. It's a perfect. It's the Russian guy create this kind of the mechanism that you can pay as depends on the location because of Big Mac index. This is the example of the Fed Ball dashboard. You can see that everything you can do with the cryptocurrencies, and more regarding the Big Mac index. So depends on the location you are purchasing this kind of the service. It's a very nice ransomware, this kind of the Fed Ball. But the dark web is a very dangerous place. This year in Taiwan, in Bangkok, in Thailand, in Bangkok, was found a guy hanged in a prison. And after the investigations, what happened? This guy was administrator of the Silk Road. How many of you know the Silk Road? Okay, this is the most famous dark web marketplace where you can buy and sell the drugs. So this guy was found hanging in a prison. It was an administrator of the Silk Road. So it's a very dangerous place. So if you are using the dark web, the security is very important. Okay, how to use the Flowmon solutions to find out or detect any kind of the things or threats or administrators, whoever using the dark web in organizations, and how to detect the sophisticated attacks you can buy in this kind of the dark marketplaces. The sophisticated attacks like ransomwares, volumetric DDoS attacks, and similar things are not able to be detected or mitigated by standard security solutions, the standard signature-based solutions, IDS, firewalls, antivirus, and so on. So if you are not on a blacklist, you may pass. It's very simple. So artificial intelligence is the key and will be a decisive factor in the fight against this kind of the sophisticated cyber threats or cyber attacks. I think many of vendors have a stand and maybe had a presentation about the artificial intelligence. Yeah, it is buzzword, how the cloud was a buzzword, and everyone is using the cloud at the moment. So artificial intelligence will be a decisive factor how to fight and match the requirements, how to protect the organizations, governments, enterprises, utilities, whatever, finance segments against the sophisticated cyber threats. And the network behavior analysis is the term and the service or a solution built based on the artificial intelligence. So is the simple way how to protect sensitive systems and data in organizations. As a result, it's able to optimize also the other elements in the infrastructures, in the organization security. So network behavior analysis is the part of the artificial intelligence and able to detect any kind of the malicious, suspicious behavior, because the sophisticated attacks came with the suspicious or malicious behavior. And it's the easy way how to detect it, find out in real time. So Flowmon anomaly detection system has a few principles. You know probably the machine learning. It is the framework how to build the sufficient artificial intelligence. Every vendor using the machine learning. The system is able to learn by himself or by itself and found the malicious behavior into the environment. Adaptive baselining, heuristics approach, behavior patterns, or the communications, someone with someone, user with the hacker, user's computer with the hacker, based on the domain and host reputation databases. We can use this kind of the solutions to find out and to detect this kind of anomalous behaviors, any kind of the attacks, because the ransomwares came with the port scanning in the first steps, for example. You can detect the DDoS, DOS, telnets, whatever. You can find out the traffic anomalies, internal security issues, which is unknown viruses, malwares, ransomwares, using the unwanted applications where the onion routers are using to connect to the dark web, for example, and many more. So I would like to give you a few examples how to use it. We have been talking about the onion routers, which is the first step how to use the dark web. You can easily detect someone in the organization, any kind of the administrator, who is using the Tors to be connected into the dark web. You can use the detection methods of the Tor. You can use, for example, and find out and detect the anomalies with the communication of the special botnet command and control center where the Tor is happening, for example. So I don't know if it's visible, but the bottom print screen show the real users using the Tor services in an organization. WannaCry. Probably everyone, let's say, heard about the WannaCry ransomware. I think in Hungary it was a very painful as everywhere. You can use, for example, the special behavior patterns in Flowmon anomaly detection system and detect WannaCryptor ransomware in our infrastructure. The clients who were able to set up this kind of the solutions were able to detect the WannaCry ransomware in real time when it was happening. Many of them were our clients. So it was very helpful for them. Have you heard about the external ROC? Someone? Free. It's okay. Free, maybe 4 people. The external ROC is something like a WannaCry, but is the 7 times more dangerous because WannaCry were using just one hacking tool, the NSA hacking tool. External ROC is using 7 NSA hacking tools. It's more dangerous, and it will come maybe in a few months, and many organizations will face of it. With the Flowmon solutions, you can easily set up the alert and detect it when it happened. And you can easily set up the rule based on this kind of the rule and detect this kind of the ransomware before or in a real time when it will be happened. And it will be probably very helpful and will save the organization against the lost, not PTR ransomware, Maersk, hundreds of millions dollars lost. So you can easily use this kind of the artificial intelligence to detect it in a real time and stop this kind of the attacks. If you want a template, how to do it, just ask us. It's very simple. Okay, how to build the security in general. 90% of the budgets is going to the perimeter security, the firewalls, IDS, whatever. But only 25% of the attacks are going through the perimeter in these times. Do you know why? Because of mobile services and the cloud services. So the users are connected directly to the services, and perimeter security is not enough in these times. So you need to build the detection based on the artificial intelligence. If you build the detection and you are able to detect the threats in the real time, you are able to respond on these attacks in the real time, recover in a short time. And if you are using the artificial intelligence tools and able, if this tool is able, for example, do the traffic recording in the networks, you can use it also for a forensics. And if you have this kind of the cycle built in the organization, you can build the better prevention. It's very simple. Which kind of the inline tools and out-of-band tools are using in organizations? Every one of you probably knows the inline tools like the next generation firewalls, data loss prevention systems, UTMs, web application firewalls. It's very famous solutions and implemented into the organizations. Out-of-band tools like intrusion detection systems, probably know it, behavior analysis system, forensics tools, data recording, packet capturing, malware analysis tools, and security information and event management systems. This kind of the tools can build the technology security in the organization, and Flowmon covered these 4 of the out-of-band security tools. And you can use so much investment into the security information and event management systems if you feed this kind of the system with the relevant data informations. So we built the API for all vendors of the security information and event systems, and our clients and organizations which are using the Flowmon solutions integrate these solutions into these security information and event management systems. Security information and event management systems are 1 milliard business in the world per year. Flowmon solutions with the features is the $1 billion, and the Flowmon solutions and the similar solutions based on the artificial intelligence, traffic monitorings, and so on is the 4 billion market business in the world regarding to Gartner study. So if you are using the security information and event management system, use this investment so best as you can, and use this kind of the solutions to feed the security information and event management system with the relevant data. So how to Flowmon helps? So is the automatic near or real-time detection of threats, help to provide a fast response on a suspicious and malicious behavior and sophisticated attacks. It's about the signature versus artificial intelligence solutions, but don't replace the signature solutions. It's necessary to have it. It can fulfill the gap between the perimeter and endpoint security, and it optimizes the troubleshooting costs and help provide a better prevention. Short information about the Flowmon. Flowmon is the Czech Republic-based company providing the solutions which is delivering around the world, the solutions for network traffic, performance, and security monitoring. And many vendors, top vendors on the market, are cooperating with us because of features we can propose them to make the advantages of their solutions using this kind of the artificial intelligence solutions. So Flowmon solutions can support you with the network performance monitoring diagnostic, network behavior analysis, application performance monitoring, DDoS detection and protection mitigation, reporting, alerting, everything in computers or mobile phones. Thank you very much.